Hi, my name is Jami Omachel. I am the Aquatics Director here at HealthTrack, and I am in charge of the pool schedule, group lessons, swim team, anything that happens in the pool area. The model for our swim lessons is we focus on teaching the kids proper technique from the beginning, making sure they learn all 4 strokes properly, because it's easier to teach kids right from the beginning than teach them wrong and try to correct it later. We have 5 different levels of group swim lessons. Turtles, which is our beginner level, and they can start at 3 years old.
In each level, there is a specific goal we have to have them pass that level. So we break down everything that we need them to do to pass the level.
In that level, we are teaching them just getting comfortable with the water, blowing bubbles, going underwater, kicking properly. We're introducing big arm circles for freestyle, introducing the concept of side breathing, and then we're trying to get them to float on their own on their front and back and just kind of get more comfortable and being able to swim and know they're not going to sink to the bottom.
For turtles, they have to swim across a therapy pool 2 times and take a breath each time they do it. So we break down the skills to require you to take a breath on your own.
But if they are older, like they're 9 or 10 and they're still in turtles, we have a sharks class for that, so they can move up based on their age.
They also have to be willing to do back floats and front floats by themselves without any assistance. We are also trying to push towards trying to figure out if they can roll over by themselves. That's also a big thing that we're trying to implement.
That's a new thing, yep.
It is kind of Turtles Part 2 for older kids. We developed it for school-age kids because we were having 7, 8-year-olds in turtles with the 3-year-olds, and you teach 7, 8-year-olds very differently than 3-year-olds. You can have a kid that's very comfortable in the water and can swim on their own and just can't quite breathe on their own, and you can have a kid that's 7 and this is their very first swim lesson. We are going a little bit more into the arm circles and the side breathing and getting that concept down more than just getting used to the water and comfortable in the water. After sharks, we have otters. The kids can already swim and breathe on their own in otters. The main focus is freestyle and getting them to do the coordination of the arms and the kicks and the side breathing.
The otters have to be able to swim across the lap pool.
Halfway across the lap pool, freestyle and okay backstroke. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we like to get their backstroke going too.
We break down freestyle to just breathing to the side, breathing with one arm, then adding the other arm, and then eventually taking away the kickboard.
After otters, we have platypus. In platypus, we're working more on the freestyle and backstroke, but their endurance, so they're swimming a little bit farther with it.
They have to be able to swim 2 lengths of our lap pool, and they also have to learn the breaststroke kick too, and pick up on it a little bit before piranhas, because then we put the whole stroke together. And then after piranhas, it's pretty much swim team, or they're pretty good, they can do it.
Olympics, maybe
And introducing butterfly. And then if there's still time, and some kids are more advanced, they can work on the flip turns.
I try to incorporate games with each level that I teach. So with turtles, we have a game called Alligator, where they go underwater and we count how many alligators or seconds that they can stay underwater, and we have the whole class count, so it ends up being fun for everybody. In turtles, we also do talking and listening to the fish. That's to help learn how to breathe to the side, which you do in freestyle. So we have them blow bubbles with their whole face in the water, and we have them ask a fish a question. So often we'll have a fish we'll ask them what's their favorite movie, what did they have for breakfast that day, and then all of the kids will put their face in, blow bubbles to ask the fish a question, and then they put their ear in the water and they get to listen to what the fish said. Frozen is a lot of the fish's favorite movies, and bacon is a big popular breakfast item.
We're teaching them freestyle arms. We're calling them painting arms, so they get to paint the ceiling. We do animal jumps, so they get to pick an animal and they make that animal sound as they jump in the water. So it's just the terminology that we use, which makes it fun for the kids.
You have to kind of make it like a game almost, to make it fun for them so they enjoy their experience.
When you're optimistic and you're always trying to look for a good time, and when you're sincere and you're passionate about what you do, I think they can sense that.
I look for people, one, if they have had swimming background, they have to be able to be comfortable in the water. And second, just really good with kids, and they know how to make you feel at comfort and at ease.
I like seeing a teacher watching the child, and if the child is doing anything wrong, that they fix it. I want them to be constantly giving the child feedback, both positive and constructive. I don't want them to practice it wrong.
One of the biggest things that we have to learn as swimming instructors is adaptability. And you have to be able to adapt to certain kids. You have to be able to shift your teaching methods in order to help those kids.
Kids should learn to swim because it's safety.
I feel like parents definitely put their kids in swim lessons for safety reasons. It's definitely a huge safety factor to learn to swim.
If you go on a boat and you fall off of it, what's going to happen if you don't know how to swim?
The kids always want to go play outside in the pool. We're making it possible for those kids to go to the pools or on vacations and hang out with their families and being able to be comfortable in the water and being able to swim. They at least need to be water safe.
It's a lifelong lesson that you're always going to carry around with you. It's not something that you can easily forget. It's muscle memory.
It's a lifestyle skill that I think every person should have.